Alrighty.
What's up, everybody?
We are here.
How's everybody's week going?
Over the hump.
Yep, we're just over the hump, getting ready for the weekend here. Hope everybody's having a good week so far.
Remember that song? I think it was by. No, it's not Men at Work. It was maybe Wham. I can't remember. Everybody's working for the weekend. No, that was Loverboy.
Yeah,
Loverboy.
Loverboy.
Yeah. Everybody's working for the weekend.
Yeah, it's been quite a weird week this week. I don't know if you guys heard in the news, but there was a transgendered individual who shot up inside a
In Minecraft. Yep.
church school.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
That is
crazy.
freaking crazy. Killed an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old while
In
they're praying.
Minecraft. In Minecraft. You have to
Minecraft.
be
I'm
careful what you say on YouTube. Yeah.
trying to get used to that.
Yeah.
There was about 14 others that got injured.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But yeah, the individual was 23 years old, went to school there, and her mom did. And it was really weird how they were showing some of the evidence, like the magazines had "for the children" written on them. That's some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, sad. A lot of shit going on. You know, you think
And
about
on top
like
of that, three
what's
other
that?
three other Minecrafts in 12 hours prior
Right.
to that.
That was yeah, it was a pretty insane. Yeah, a pretty insane situation.
Just
I
feel
don't know.
sorry for parents.
I just feel like the world is just getting worse. It's not getting any better. I mean, you have like times and periods of times, stages, eras, whatever you want to call it, where you have some kind of relief, if you will. But, when we were growing up, you and I were almost exactly the same age,
Yeah,
literally by days. But, 70s, 80s, even the 90s, and even some of the early, like the very early part of 2000s. But 9/11 really changed everything. But for the most part, everything was different back then. It was just a calm, for the most part. You had your situations, of course, but it was just a different time. It was more.
be out of the house till street lights came on, and you had about a half hour to get home. And
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Hobby's a combat veteran. He says they're not going to censor any of that speech. I say it all the time. Of course, yeah, yeah, I believe so. We didn't say though. Remember the original Left Behind movie? It says Alt says, "Is the end times, Jeff? Do you think the rapture is coming?" I don't know. I mean, only God knows. Even yeah, I mean, it's like all the signs and the seasons, the warnings, everything's here. But I mean, we're just human beings. We're like almost like lemmings, if you will. I mean, we don't know. Uh, I think we're getting close, but we've been saying that for freaking years. Who
yeah, you
knows?
see it getting more chaotic. And the worst part about it is today I read that the mayor of Minneapolis is trying to tell people to have compassion for the individual that did these acts. And I'm like,
Good lord.
no, you can't. I don't care. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is the worst thing you could be doing
Right. You know.
against kids that are never going to
Exactly.
see anything in their life because of that. Yeah, that's pretty upsetting. Oh,
Yeah, I'm subscribed to a couple of the I guess you call them local news channels in your area. ABC, NBC, whatever. Fill in the blank. Certain areas I've lived in or whatever. But it's I see these updates. It's like, whoa, everything's so much different than it was when I lived there. It's like the complete opposite.
it don't look anything like it used to when you lived up here either.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't.
Even each city up here is like just completely a changeover.
Right? Yeah. I remember. There was one of the times. See, at the time, as me, my wife, and kids went up there for a certain. I forgot what. I think we went. Well, I'm not going to say it on the internet. Of course, it was the church you grew up in. But yeah, we went there to preach. I went there to preach from my missions or whatever. And there was like this whole brand new community of homes. They were like $500,000 to $1 million. They were nice homes, and
Oh,
almost all of them were abandoned. It's like, dude, what the hell? And like, I started asking questions like, is it the kind of the same reason why the cold weather? And like, yeah, that's really it. They came up here, they wanted a better life, they got it, but they didn't like the weather. That was basically it.
it ain't no joke, man. It's true.
I mean, it is freaking cold up there, dude. I mean, like, golly. I mean, people, who live in Palm Springs or Vegas or maybe, Phoenix or something, they'll complain about the heat. But you go up that far north, holy shit, that cold is wild.
I thank God they like Nike and Ulta, Under Armour, and all those guys do what they do to build layer stuff, so we don't have to wear so much clothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have the long john stuff up there. They got those fancy. They got that fancy, and they got the whole freaking, what do you call it? Style. I don't even know what you want to call it. Like style shit. It's like, you gotta stay warm. It's like, man. Lewis and Clark said it right. They're like when they got to Minnesota, like this place is inhabitable. Oh, I can't even talk now. Inhabitable. I can't even freaking talk now. Holy shit. Anyways, to humans, like, don't live here. It's too cold.
That it is.
And there's people living in Canada,
I know. Thank God I don't live there.
right?
Because it gets cold up north, and it gets even colder in Canada. And it's amazing how much difference there is between southern Minnesota and northern Minnesota.
Oh yeah, there is. There's a huge difference.
And
Big
then you get
time.
Canada, and it's even worse.
It is the truth. It's like New Mexico or Arizona. You can be in Flagstaff and be in a 2 feet of snow and go down to Phoenix and be in 90, 85, 90-degree weather. It's just weird, man. It's all about the altitude. It's all about miles and everything else. But yeah, there is a difference. Like you go from the Twin Cities, say, in Minneapolis, St. Paul area, but you go to Fargo, North Dakota, or Duluth, Minnesota, or something, it's a whole different cold.
How's it going, Johnny?
Hey, what's up, Johnny's List? What's up, Shelly, Kim?
Hey, Shelly. I've been noticing some new music came out in the last week, too.
Oh yeah.
Deftones came out with a new album.
All right.
3 Days Grace just came out with a new album. And, damn it, who's the other one now?
I know that there's rumor has it that
Chevelle.
oh, Chevelle, dude. Are you
Yep.
serious? Wow, dude. That's wild right there. I didn't even think they were still doing their thing, to be honest with you.
I wish I could go see Deftones. They're in town tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Pantera's gonna be here. I think Sunday, dude.
I
There's
thought they
a
came
good
out.
possible, half of Pantera, of course. Of course, Rex lives here half the time. He lives in Dallas. The other half, his girlfriend's here. So I've actually seen Rex out and about a couple times. Yeah, he came to my work one time, and I saw my Guitar Center another time. But
Yeah,
you
those are.
got Zach Wild. You got freaking yeah. You got Anthrax drummer. What's his name? Frankie? Or am I getting confused here? Not Frankie Banali. Damn it. Anthrax
Oh,
drummer.
Frankie Belladonna.
Yeah, Frankie Belladonna.
Gonna
Yeah.
be the new lead singer of Journey.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, dude, no. You're thinking about the lead singer of Anthrax, Joey.
That's what they're talking about.
Well, yeah, he did. He sung. There's a couple things on YouTube. Uh, Don't Stop Believing, of course, and then there was another one he did, and it was like perfection. It's like holy shit, the dude from Anthrax can sing like freaking. You know what I mean? That dude's got a voice on him, man. Got that Steve Perry voice.
He does, but they're not. There's something going on internally that they don't want him anymore.
It's been going on for a while. I was lucky enough I got to see Journey twice, and not with Steve Perry, unfortunately, but with Arno Pineda and the other, I guess you could say, original band members, even though they went through a few, obviously, before that. Um, But anyways, yeah, long story short, I got to see him twice. And I got lucky enough to get my son in law actually got his CD autographed by all the original band members, except for Arnell. Of course, he's not the original, but you know, still pretty cool. I got my drumstick signed and a couple other things. So I got some pretty good memorabilia and some good memories. And a lot of those shows are on my YouTube channel. I got more to upload, but they
But
were
yeah,
co or I'm sorry, co-headlining with Def Leppard.
I'm just really hoping he doesn't do that and it's not the end of Anthrax because I do like Anthrax too.
Oh yeah, of course. Heck yeah, dude. I don't know why. So on my other phone, it shows the live chat, but it still shows that it's not live. It is live. I'm just saying it's just weird. Let me try something. Let me try refreshing here. There we go. All right. I was like, I just now noticed that it was like it was showing the notification thing, and then chat's moving along, and we're talking, and we're shooting the breeze and whatnot. There's like 50 people in here, and I just realized that. I also noticed on some channels it's starting to show. I don't know if it's a beta thing they're trying to do, like a beta test, but you go to some channels, and instead of showing their actual name, it shows their handle. Like it'll say at Southwest Jeff Official as opposed to Southwest Jeff, right? And it's done that today in a lot of channels. Just whatever it may be, just different channels. Pretty weird. We may have somebody that might want to come up, by the way, FYI. A personal friend of you, me, and our little circle we have. Let me just get them the link real quick in private.
That's fine.
I'm not
Uh,
quite sure if that's what they're wanting, but I'm gonna find out here.
so sock. I used to play guitar. I still got a couple of them. Haven't really gotten around to playing with them much. My dad was a big musician. Could play just about all the instruments. Used to have live bands and stuff too. So he was an influence in that back in my high school days. And after that, I've just kind of gotten away from it, unfortunately. I mean, I've always been big into music, listening to it, seeing concerts. Keep telling myself I just gotta pull one out and start playing again.
It's so funny when people say that, like Lord Cuck, aka Ellen Degenerate. Jeff lives on YouTube? When is bro not on panel? Dude, I have not been on YouTube, I don't think, all day, to be honest with you. This is the end of the day. It's the evening time. Yeah. I mean, like, I'll take a gander at something once in a while. I even make a comment. I went on NTS for like 2 minutes this morning, or 10 minutes, whatever it was. Yeah, I'll make like an appearance and like, yeah, but I'm done. I'm done. I hop down, I go about my life. But some of you guys are on here like literally freaking constantly, every time of every day, every freaking whatever. It's like, holy shit. I'll click on something and just look for, and I just chuckle like, oh my gosh, these people literally live on YouTube, but they say I do. No. Good God, man. Crazy. Officer smelt poop. Have smelt your poop. You are guilty. That's kind of a funny alt account. I let it live in my chat. It was kind of funny. Officer smelt poop. It's clever. You got to give it to some of the troll accounts.
Yeah, I like to keep the channel clean, talk about whatever, keep the drama low, kind of help keep everybody's sanity. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? That reminds me.
Carcito. Yeah, and also Beyond the Barrier thing that didn't happen. We're not ready quite yet, so that has been moved. I mentioned it once or at least twice on my channel. So yeah, we had to move up the first live, so we'll get there soon. Well, Colt, think of this theory for a second. Just to be honest with you. Say you're not on YouTube for, say, I don't know, 24 hours, 48 hours, 2 weeks, a month, a year, I don't know, fill in the blank, right? You just happen to log in at the same time or around the same time I do, and I just happen to see you, and you just happen to see me. Therefore, we're both going to assume that both of us are on YouTube all the time, and that's not even actually true. Just think about that, all right? All right, yeah. Good Lord. Sometimes I come on here to help my friends out. Okay, so
That's greatly appreciated.
you're
Like I
welcome,
said, we're
dude.
just kicking back and chatting.
Uh, yeah. Um, I don't know what happened there.
We all good.
Uh, no, I'm just looking at this other thing on. Oh, what's that website? Oh, I got a notification. Shoot. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Got confused.
I've been waiting to hear a little more. Poison's planning on doing a big tour coming next year.
Really?
Yep.
They were doing the stadium tour with Motley Crue, Def Leppard, and then I think shoot, there's a UK tour, there's a world tour. There was a couple other tours where I think it was just Def Leppard and Poison or Motley Crue and I don't remember, dude. But yeah, I haven't seen Poison. I used to see them quite a bit back in the back in the day, and their their highlights, back when CC DeVille and all, back in the good old days. I think the last time I saw them, though, to be honest with you, was in 2000. That was let me see the lineup on that one. Me and my brother and my wife went there, and it was Slaughter, Dokken, Cinderella, and then Poison.
The last time I seen them, it was they were with Skid Row,
Hmm.
Vince Neil.
Oh, during his solo career, or sometime between the Motley Crue and solo career. You know what's weird, dude? So I've seen Sammy Hagar in a couple of his bands. I guess I've seen him solo. I've seen him with the Circle. Gosh, I think there was one more, the Wabitos or whatever. I seen him with Van Halen. The only time I got to see Eddie Van Halen. And then I saw David Lee Roth on a solo tour, which I finally got the vinyl for. By the way, it was first time ever released. But I never actually got to see classic Van Halen lineup live with David Lee Roth, and that's something that I still regret to this day.
I've seen them once too. think he was by himself. It was at Mystic Lake a long time ago. Went with my dad actually.
Yeah.
Pretty good concert.
Dude, he's an asshole. I mean, he's a good showman. I get it. Like he's fucking funny. He's one of my avatars. He's one of the freaking. If you're a member on this channel, if you go to the, I guess he called the smiley face and chat or whatever. Well, it's not my channel, so you can't do it. But yeah, he's actually one of my avatars. He's one of my logos, if you will, just because he's freaking hilarious. He has a weird personality. But yeah, he was a dick to me personally, as you know. Um, me and my at the time my fiance, we were young, but we were adults. But we wanted to, you know, we had to have babysitters and designated drivers who want to go to a show and have a good time. So my brother and my mother came down to pick us up, and she watched the kids and whatnot. And yeah, him and his security broke the freaking door in the Tahoe, and it was a big shit show. Yeah. I talked about it on YouTube a couple times. I probably won't get into too much detail anymore, but it was pretty crazy. But I don't really think about it that bad anymore. Just like, oh yeah, they even like threw me a freaking DLR pick, which I still have. I was like, hey man, that was worth it.
It could have been a bad day. And those guys do go through that when they have a bad day.
Yeah, but David Lee Roth, he's all show. He's like, dude, the dude never acts normal hardly at all. Like he did something. If you guys are subscribed on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, what's it, Rock Feed or Hard and Heavy? I can't remember which one it was, but he actually made an actual good point recently, and he actually apologized to Sammy Hagar, and he wants to do something together. And I'm like, finally, let's go. And then Alex Van Halen says, "Hey, I've got all this stuff that's never been released. We may be putting out a new Van Halen album." I'm like, okay, let's go. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I don't know if they're ever gonna be able to squash their differences.
Well, apparently they did recently, but who knows? David Lee Roth is very fickle. You know how he is. He'll talk shit one day and then change his mind the next.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. His brother there on the drums, Alex. If he's the cooler one of the two Halens or not.
No, I would say Eddie was probably the cool. No, I've been watching, dude. I got some stuff that was given to me that nobody has hardly. Like, dude, I was given some behind the scenes shit before I even really knew who they were, dude. Yeah, there was some crazy shit that went on. I would say Alex was the more of the businessman, which is true. He was kind of like, I do the business stuff. I'm the suit and tie guy, if you will. Eddie was more the musical talent, obviously. He wrote just about everything on keyboards, guitar, lyrics, almost like David Lee Roth did a lot of lyrics too. Then you had the secret weapon, Michael Anthony. Had that really high pitched voice, that bass guitar. I mean, you had a freaking powerhouse of a band. They got two diamond freaking albums, dude. And
I know.
5150 is projected to go diamond by 2030, so they may have three.
I'm just surprised that they ousted Michael back when they did.
Dude, they treated him like shit. Halfway through the 1984 tour, they pinned him down in a hotel room after a concert and forced him to sign a contract to give up all of his royalties
Wow.
from there on out, including 1984, which they were already written and they already produced the album. It was already, released. They were already on tour for it. And yeah, he gave all his rights away. And then when they had the reunion, the only way they said that he could come back for the reunion tour with Sammy Hagar, and what was it, 2003 or whatever it was, 2004, something like that, is that he signs his rights away completely and all of his royalties away, which he did. and they gave him, a couple $1 million or whatever it was for the tour. But he was doing better anyways with his other projects. He got, what, Frank's Hot Sauce or whatever he owns and some other shit, you know, investments. But yeah, he's doing good with Sammy Hagar though, you know. So
Well, I know Michael and Sammy did some touring together.
oh yeah, they've done a lot. It's on my YouTube channel actually. I got a lot of shit. He did Chicken Foot with Joe Satriani, and but they got the new lineup now, the new reunion kind of Van Halen tribute thing going on. They got Joe Satriani in there now back. They did kick, which kind of pissed me off. I don't understand why they kicked out Jason Bonham, John Bonham's son. He's on my channel. I got to see him in concert, and he's a really nice dude. He's a great drummer. He got sick or something happened. He had a family emergency for like a week or two, and Sammy Hagar just replaced him. It's like, dude, what? That's just, I don't know. I don't know if something's changed since I heard about that, but
Who knows? I still remember when Bonham had his own band back in the late '80s. There, but
yeah, he's not much older than we are, to be honest with you. Um, 4, 5, something like that, years older than us, give or take.
they only had that one big track, "I Wait for You."
Yeah, I remember that.
Suppose I could always do some checking up on that and see how many albums they really came out with. Now that we got
Yeah,
Google, where we can Google about anything.
true.
It's about how I catch up on everybody.
Why is Ellen DeGenerate asking Predvidians please go live? That is sus AF if I've never seen a comment like that in my life. Holy cow. Ellen DeGenerate, aka Lord Cuck, aka Lord Steve, is asking the Predvidians, who are predators, obviously, to go live. That is weird. Dude, why are you saying that, dude? Yes, take a screenshot. Why would you even say that? Yeah, Ellen is a buffoon. Colt, what the hell? Dude, that is crazy. To even say that. Anyways, back to subject at hand, I guess. Shit. Some weird people on these YouTube streets, man. I'm serious. Weird people.
There's a few other bands I need to look into, like remember the band Sleazebees?
Damn, dude. Sleaze Bees. The name sounds familiar, but that's about it, dude. That's all I got on that one.
They did a
I do
song called
recognize the name.
yeah,
Pardon?
they did a song called "Stranger Than Paradise." It was on their first album, Screwed, Blued, and Tattooed.
Wait, there's another band that had the same name on their album, Motley Crue. Well, it was a little bit worded a little bit different. So was that an '80s song? Because it sounds kind of familiar. And I
89, 88, right around there.
what was
Or
the name of the song again?
Stranger Than Paradise.
Was it like Stranger Than Paradise? Like that kind of poppy
No,
type?
no,
Okay, I got the
it's
wrong
more
song.
rocky.
Okay.
I love it. Stranger Than Paradise. Oh, oh no.
Ah, I think I know what you're talking about. Oh my, like a one-hit wonder.
Kinda. I mean, they had some really good songs on that whole album, and then they did two other ones, and then I seen that they were doing some stuff again. Came out
Yeah.
with three albums, and then maybe four, and then they kind of went hiatus, and then they started doing some stuff again. And
Well,
it's
it's kind
looking
of like Oh,
looking like
sorry.
the other members of Rat are thinking about getting together for a reunion tour.
I saw that, and yeah, they need to. Warren DeMartini, especially. And I would say the original bassist, too. I mean, that dude has the background vocals for Lay It Down, Out of the Cellar, all the great hits. The drummer, oh gosh, I like the dude. He's kind of cocky, but it would be nice to see one last Rat tour for sure.
Yeah, it'd be, and then even Tom Kiefer is talking about maybe getting the rest of Cinderella back together. That's still alive, and
Really?
that,
Okay, so I've got some of his solo albums with him and his wife, and of course I got the original two album. I don't have I think I might have Shelter Me on CD. I don't have Still Climbing though, and you get that one, but that would be nice. Rat was a big staple in the '80s. Rat and Motley Crue were like the two. A lot of
oh,
people don't realize that they really were the two competing bands. Quiet Riot was kind of there for a second, and of course, Kevin got a little cocky, whatever. But, Rat and Motley Crue were really the staples of the '80s, the first half at least.
yeah, they used to all party together and rock together, and eventually, the differences between the guys and Rat kind of pulled themselves away. They kind of got away from their traditional sound, but I thought it really opened up their creative side.
Right.
That bluesy, way cooler Junior and stuff like that.
Yeah. I still have the original CD, one of my original CDs of that one. Yep. And the only one I don't have I have a CD to it, but it's a re release. The slip pack, like the little mini vinyl looking thing, or whatever, cardboard. I don't like those, like the Jewel CDs, but I have the uh, Dancing Undercover. But everything else I have in Jewel case. I don't have the original EP anymore. I used to have it at one point on cassette. I had it on cassette at least once and on CD at least once. But apparently Stephen Piercy, um, which as well will kind of give a little. We might give something away here a little bit, but I'll give a little shout out to Wasting Time with Jason Green. He's Stephen Piercy's manager. We're trying to get him on our show along with Stephen Piercy from Rat, but he's going to re-release the original EP again, and then slowly but surely re-release the whole catalog. The Rat albums.
It should be pretty cool in the upcoming months if we hear some more. So I've definitely keep an ear out on that. I've kind of heard Steven's voice is kind of going, so
It is, yeah. I heard that, especially when he did the one with the whiskey. Yeah, I noticed right then and there. I was like, oh boy, yep, the voice is going like Vince Neil's voice went like 20 years ago, give or
same with
take.
Axl Rose. I mean,
Yeah, but I'll tell
I
you
was
what, I would
thinking
still,
about going to see Guns N' Roses the next time I could, but after seeing some of them videos, I'm like, yeah, I don't even want to hear it.
dude, I would still go just to go, man. You know what I mean? We got Slash, we got Duff, we got everybody else there. It's a show.
Yeah, it's tough though, man, because the last time I went to see Guns N' Roses, they fucked it up. I was
Really,
with Metallica, and
back in 93, 92,
came,
something like
came
that.
on stage like 45 minutes too late.
Yeah.
Metallica came back out and kept on rocking until Axel finally decided to go on stage. It's like, dude, you can't compete with the way Faith No More played, and then Metallica doing what they did, and then cover your ass for 45 minutes. And then
Right.
you come out and start singing and doing your thing before you even got your props up. You don't even have everything set up properly. You sound like shit.
Right.
I mean, I gave it 2 songs and I couldn't handle it no more. It was just so horrible. And then not
What,
long after that, they broke up.
let me ask a question. Was that the St. Louis show?
Hmm?
Was that the St. Louis show?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
St. Louis.
Yeah, where Metallica had to leave early because of the pyrotechnic shit, and then Axl Rose threw a fit, and then the whole brand new arena or stadium or whatever the hell it was freaking torn apart and burnt down or something shit back in '93 or whatever it was.
Oh, that was before they came to Minneapolis because they had to reschedule that show. I
Yeah.
want to say, wasn't it in Canada?
Yeah,
That he,
that was another one too. Yeah, that was another situation. I think that was also Metallica and Guns N' Roses in the same tour. There was a similar situation that happened there too. But yeah, my the reason why I'm asking because I'll just say a friend of mine is actually on my YouTube channel. But yeah, they were actually at that show and they were pretty pissed off at what happened. I wouldn't say pissed off. Like that's not the right word. That's wrong. They were upset at what happened to James Hatfield when
Montreal.
the Montreal. Well, there was a St. Louis one too. Whatever happened, it was in St. Louis. So that particular situation, they were actually leaving anyways. Guns N' Roses came out. They were late, and they decided, you know what, this is bullshit. We're out of here. And they heard maybe one, maybe two songs, and they were actually leaving. And then all the shit broke loose, like all the riots and everything. All hell broke loose, and they were lucky enough. They were in the parking lot about the time that shit really hit the fan and they were able to get out of there. But yeah, that was basically that's pretty crazy. Look it up on YouTube if you guys don't know it, folks. The Montreal and the St. Louis Metallica Guns N' Roses incidents. It's crazy. St. Louis Metallica Guns. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, a lot of crazy shit happened back then. You know.
Well, because like Metallica and Guns N' Roses would switch off who would headline that show that night, and Axel couldn't handle the competition Metallica brought him.
Yeah,
Plus,
probably
plus
true
you
though.
had Mike Patton from Faith No More pissing on the monitors.
Right. Oh, dude. Yeah, I forgot about that, dude.
You could kick those guys off the tour. I'm
I
like,
was
I was
taking a
always
hit off this
thinking about
freaking
that. How did
TNT
he come off the
joke.
tour? I seen him.
Oh shit. Um. So I was supposed to see Faith. Hold on. I gotta finish coughing here. Damn. I'm gonna be cracking up. So I was finally gonna see Faith No More for the first time ever a couple years back, and then shit hit the fan, of course, as usual. Just like with Wasp. Uh. It's like, damn it. Because people don't realize, like, Faith No More, their first three albums are pretty well known, especially their second and third album, I believe it was Epic and
Yep.
Angel Dust.
Yep.
But nobody really paid attention too much to them after those albums in the USA, but they did in Europe and Asia and some other countries. They were amazing. And if it wasn't for YouTube, I never would have known because back then, if you didn't hear it on the radio, you really didn't hear it unless somebody like showed you something, like a friend or something. But yeah, they're Mike Patton is an amazing freaking singer. He's a rapper, singer, freaking. He has it all, man. And I want to see
He
them
did
at least one time.
Mr. What was it, Mr. Juggalo?
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
it was amazing because the way the U.S. tries to dictate what is the in thing for the music genre versus
Right,
the rest of the world. The rest of the world don't care.
right, yeah. Yeah.
Go with it. If things are going good, these guys are doing their thing and they're selling records. Let it be. You got other styles of music come out. Release it. Got
Right.
people that like every different kind of music out there. There's enough time and ears to hear it all.
Whoa.
Let it go.
Sorry about that. I assume she means Courtney Love. I didn't know she sang for Faith No More a while in the '80s because there was the guy that ended up singing for Anthrax, which is the only time I saw Anthrax, by the way. I think it was Bush. I can't remember his first name, but yeah, I never knew that. That's crazy.
Gavin. Gavin's the lead singer of Bush.
No, not the band Bush. His last name was Bush.
Oh,
Yeah, he had a couple platinum and gold albums with Anthrax, and they brought Joey Balladino. I can't remember all the damn names, dude. I just can't.
Belladonna.
Yeah, that
Belladonna.
guy. But yeah, like the B side or what's it called? Not B sides ourselves. That was a Skid Row album. It was something bees or something. I had that in cassette when I was
Attack of the
younger.
Killer Bees.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yep.
And then there was one more good one too with Bush, and they brought Joey back. So, but apparently Joey's going to Journey now, which doesn't surprise me.
I really hope that's just rumors. They're trying to patch his name with it, but
It's kind of
geez,
weird going from a thrash metal band to a corporate rock band. Basically, it's kind of weird shit, you know.
true.
1984. Damn. Okay, I figured it was that far back. That's pretty good trivia there, Laura. 1984. That's interesting. So he goes back that far with them. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was like the startup of them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like I'm the Man and State of Utopia was like 87.
Right, dude. When oh, what year was it? Holy shit! My wife and I were not married yet, so we were still probably engaged, maybe even just girlfriend boyfriend at that time. Anyways, we had all access to whatever. It was LA Guns, and Tracy Guns was back in the band. He was still suffering from heroin addiction. Just to be honest with you, but we had fun, dude. We were out back hanging out in the tour bus, and then we went ice skating and just all kinds of shit. They had their show. We got to sit at the table where they signed autographs and shit. We got to sit with them during that. It was pretty fun. But yeah, Tracy was not a person to talk to at that time. Yeah, he was fucked up, man. I mean, he's good now, but damn, dude, he was all messed up back then.
I saw Vince Neil solo about 10 years ago, and Megadeth was his band. That's an interesting
Yeah.
combination. Megadeth playing Vince Neil's music.
Right, because oh shit, I can't look off. Oh, good lord. Yeah, because Vince Neil's band is basically Slaughter. You know that, right? Dana Strum. You got all the band members from Slaughter. Basically, Mark Slaughter and Vince Neil share basically band members. So that's how
I
it
remember it
goes.
used to be Steve Stevens originally.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I have videos I would love to post. When Adler's Appetite came here and Izzy Stradlin was a guest, I mean, it was like, dude, it was gold, but it's so distorted. I was behind the soundboard and I'm thinking, I'm far enough back. I mean, it was loud, dude. I mean, it's fucking loud, dude. I mean, I could post them and people just complain. It'd be distorted. I mean, you can still hear it and everything, but it's just pretty, it's pretty distorted. So I just haven't posted them yet. I don't know if I'm going to be honest with you. I might put it on there, hey, sorry, very distorted. Or I might get some kind of like really good editor or something to maybe fix it somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, Laura, I saw Slaughter too. They do a good show. I'm not gonna lie, they do a good presentation.
Yeah, Mark Slaughter and I have been friends for a long time. You guys might see him on the podcast, so I'm not going to say yes or no or anything like that, but just be on the lookout. We became friends only because we dated the same chick, not at the same time. Relax, chill, but no, that's how we met in the '90s. I think, yeah, '90s. Long story short, yeah, but yeah, we've been friends for quite a while. The first rock star I got to introduce my oldest son-in-law to is Mark Slaughter. So there's that. I got the picture, I think, on my YouTube community page from like 3 years ago or Instagram or some shit. I don't know. We have another one now. West Jeff CPNI. I'm not CPNI anymore, so I don't know. Brother, so I got stuck underneath the couch. All right.
I need some help.
Aren't they weird? Like, can you imagine these zombies on YouTube just going around to your local community in real life and just talking like that? Let's see. I'm gonna walk up to a clerk at we'll say shit, fill in the blank, man. A grocery store? I don't know. Dollar General? I don't know. Some shit. I'm gonna read the chat. I'm gonna pretend like I'm walking up to a total stranger. How are you? LOL, Laura. I saw Johnny Winter playing at a small bar in Bloomington. It was great. That's not too bad. Message retracted. Brother, so I got stuck underneath the couch. Casey Cox's wife. I need some help. I might be fan in the chat if you interview. Oh my goodness. LOL Javi. Ah, quick fix. I was in the blues. I was into the blues in the '90s mostly. All right, that's a good conversation starter. All right, that's a good one. Do you know Mark Slaughter better than Johnny Depp? What was everyone's first concert? Mine was my first concert, but it was my first major concert, like big. That was Van Halen. See,
Mine was Alice Cooper, the Trash Tour.
oh, dude, better than poison. 1987, 89, somewhere around there.
87, 88.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good shit
So
right
I
there.
heard a version of Poison sang by John Bon Jovi.
Hey, I got mute for a second. Hold on.
Okay. I was listening, I don't know where it was, but there was a demo of Poison that John Bon Jovi sung. So I can't remember which album had some unreleased tracks. That was kind of like weird. So that's when I learned that Alice Cooper does not write all his songs. 86 is when you saw Alice Cooper. That would have been a pretty cool concert too. Back in what was that? Constrictor, where he's got the boat constrictor on the front cover. Moody Blues, that's pretty cool. Pink Floyd, that would be a fun concert to check out, man. They really do some good instrumental in their music. It was something 50 years on strange old. Yeah, it's amazing to know that Ted Nugent has been playing as long as he has. He was such a wild guy, and then when he got into Damn Yankees, it was kind of like that guy looks familiar because my mom and dad were really big into Ted Nugent, and then he kind of tapered away, and I was into the '80s hair metal, and then all of a sudden here comes Damn Yankees. My mom's like, "That's freaking Ted Nugent," and I'm like, "What?" I haven't seen Buckethead either. I've been wanting to see him in concert. I'll have to see. Is he in a band right now? Touring with anybody, or is he just doing like a solo act? You have to let me know, Shelly. I go to a lot of local shows too, but I mean, there's a lot of setups for concerts nowadays and lower venues like Target Center's not the biggest arena, but when you want to talk arenas up here, you're looking at U.S. Bank Stadium and the Target Field where the Twins play. Never seen a concert at Target Field. That would be interesting.
Hey, okay, you're live right now. So, all right, you're live. If you want to say anything at all, here's your chance. You're live.
If you see an officer or anyone from Zia Shield here in Albuquerque, and we threaten to use OC spray on you, do not test it. It sucks.
That's my son-in-law, folks. Ah, shit. All right, I'm gonna meet you back up. All right, hold on one second, real quick. Hold on, folks.
Her name is Cobb. How do you like it up in Manitoba, Canada? That's a country I still haven't been to. I only live, 300 miles away from it. I've always wanted to go up to Lake of the Woods, which is a border lake. That's a freaking huge lake, too. Do some fishing. And some people obviously like living in Canada. They live out there. Yeah, I hear how much the beauty is out in the Lake of the Woods. That would be pretty fun to do. My buddies were telling me they go out there and do some ice fishing once in a while, and they like bringing the bar out on the lake. I'm like, man, that's some crazy shit right there.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Can I tell a little story without getting too much detail? Um, so that's my oldest son-in-law who came on for a bit. So he is in a lot of training right now. He went back to the military, obviously, a while back, and then he's in the certain police department doing some training. Long story short is he had to get the pepper spray treatment, the OC spray. So he was telling me about his experience with that. So, oh goodness. Am I still here?
Oh yeah, you're
Hello.
here.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just
Wasn't
reading
sure if I
more.
was off mute or not.
So she was just telling me she lives up in Manitoba, and I was
Oh
talking about
yeah.
the woods, and it's kind of almost right in between both of us. I was
Yeah,
saying
you
I
know,
got some buddies that go out there in the middle of winter and do some ice fishing, and they actually bring a bar out onto the lake.
right.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Well, we were talking about the other day privately on the phone back in the day when when they used to have the Ford Probes. I got my Ford Probe when I was up there, my sports car, and in the winter time we'd go to these smaller lakes where there wasn't a lot of ice fishers or zero ice fishers, and we'd have fun. We'd haul ass and then get on the lake and then put it neutral and then freaking slam on the emergency brake and do like who knows how many 360s. That was a blast. And then you go on the people that had the like Lake Winnetoga. Is that what it's called? Winnetoga? Winnetoba or something like that.
Lake Minnetonka.
Minnetonka. Yeah, they would like invite you in, and it'd be warm in there. They'd be cooking up shit. They'd be partying. Little hole in the freaking bottom there. They have carpet like astroturf or whatever over everything except for that little fishing hole, and it'd be like a little freaking like house, if you will. Pretty cool shit.
Yeah, I don't go on the lakes with my vehicles.
Yeah, I know you don't. We talked about that one. Yeah.
Dude, I've seen some warm ups that have like been pretty nasty because that melts the top layer of the ice. You don't
Oh
know how
yeah.
much the bottom layer is there. Plus the way people are with fishing. And I only know this because way back in the day I used to have a snowmobile, me and my roommate, and we go out and do some sledding. And you get on some of them lakes and you just see the ice holes everywhere.
Right.
Think if you're driving your car around and you just happen to accidentally drive over one of those,
Right.
you're
Hey,
going, nope.
Jersey, you might want to ask your own people, bro. They're the ones that are putting it in comments. I was just asking you about it.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. It's just like,
No, I'm talking about somebody in chat.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw in the comments, so I questioned him about it, and he's all. But yet, he actually called me that back in the day. He was like, I have screenshots of that shit, like he was saying shit. But yeah, bunch of shit talking. YouTube street shit. I don't know why dude. Why is he even allowed in here? That dude's
What's
like
that?
a nobody. He's like a nobody, dude. Jersey staying. He's completely worthless. Yeah, he's like a nobody. Uh, all right. We had a mod take care of him. There you go.
Well, Jersey's thing. If you don't want to be here, don't come here. It's that simple. Nobody's forcing you to be here.
Well, hobby, I think Jersey Stank should leave me alone as well. It goes both ways. Leave me alone, I leave you alone. End of story. Oh, good Lord, Jilly. Oh, somebody take care of that. Anyways, where were we?
Not sure. Think we're getting ready to change onto another story.
Another subject. What should we talk about? I have nothing to care. I'm not even going to entertain that freaking conversation. I don't care about. They're nothing to me. Shit at the bottom of my shoes. That's what they are. Yeah. So not even going to entertain that conversation anymore. Good lord.
Well, I should have another unboxing video up here by the end of the weekend. I got to do
Nice.
one on the lights, which I got a 2-pack light setup. That'll definitely help the lighting out.
Cool. Cool.
And I got to get myself a docking station because I'm running out of inputs on my laptop.
Right.
Thanks, Clem. Because I wanted to have everything set up so I could just literally plug it into my laptop and be able to be, mobile. If I want to be out
Right.
in the middle of the woods and set it all up, I could do it right off my laptop. But now I'm like, okay, I'm running out of inputs here on my computer. I need to get something else.
Right.
Looking forward to
Yeah.
using them all together and getting some interesting sounds put on that Streamer X. And I'm trying to find some new editing stuff so we can like advertise shows and get some like authentic music used for like intros and outros.
Sure.
That way there's no copyright infringements.
XX, yeah, you don't need to be here. This is not your place. Go back to the Predward side. Same with the Noid. Yeah, we don't welcome predators and predator supporters and all that shit in here. So this is
I mean,
not the
you see a lot of
podcast
people
channel.
like
So
writing songs and it's all AI now, so it's like kind of gives you some ideas.
I
I was testing out a couple earlier today. You just give a little brief description of what you want out of it, and then it'll like take it and make it for you. And it's like, oh, that's kind of cool.
sure. The only problem is with the whole AI thing. I mean, okay, so an intro and outro. Okay, I get that, right? It's non copyrighted. It's your own little thing you put together. It's blah blah blah. But well, YouTube released a video. I'll let y'all look it up. Just look up YouTube AI videos and the future, something like that. Yeah, I'll let y'all look it up. Y'all can make a decision from there.
Well, I wasn't gonna like use it for anything big. I'm just trying to use it for like,
Oh yeah, for intros and outros, yeah, of course. Yeah. But they're talking about like there's a lot of long crime, videos, interrogation videos, or true crime type stuff where they'll use an AI voiceover, and apparently, allegedly, whatever, that's going to go away and it will be monetized. But yet, YouTube will have channels, allegedly, apparently, that will have those, and they'll slide because they're actual YouTubers, employees, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes going on, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
yeah, like I said, I was just wanting to use it for just intros, outros, maybe some advertisement for
Sure.
upcoming video stuff, but nothing major. Not taking somebody's video and voiceovering it or anything like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back, brother.
All right, sounds good. I have cats, but I think the next animal will be a dog. What kind of dog you thinking there, Kim? Yeah, I'd like to get a dog again myself, but don't really have enough time to spend with the dog right now, so kind of be unfair for me to get one. Well, I mean, I definitely got more than 10 minutes to share with the dog. It's just a matter of the rest of the daily routine stuff. I like getting my pets at a younger age so I can train them and have a long, long, happy life with them. But again, too, once they pass away of cancers or whatever, it's like it's very hard. And that's another reason I kind of staying away from getting another pet. A bird, ooh. The African ringneck, those talk, right? Saw a video where this lady was sitting on her couch and the bird was attacking her and just going off on her and would not leave her alone. And then finally, the bird got off the couch, walked across the floor to the other chair where like her husband or fiance was and jumped on his lap and just shut up. I thought that was pretty crazy. That's cool. But what kind of dog were you looking at though, Kim? Yeah, when he gets back. Does something happen to Valentina? Sorry that I'm not fully caught up on Valentina. I didn't
I,
know whose pet
I
that is.
I'm back. Yeah, Valentina is a pet dog of a uh, used to be catcher who does a something about a van life thing now. It's a long story. They're probably trolling him. Just to be honest with you, they're making fun of him. I'm sure. I could be wrong, but
They were
uh,
asking you to say a prayer for him or
uh,
for the
for
dog.
her, for her, Valentina, the dog, Cam's
Yep.
dog. Say a prayer for Valentina when he gets back. I don't know what happened to Valentina. I'm not saying I don't care, but I just don't care. Like I care about the dog. I just don't care about the subject matter. I just don't follow really. So there's that. Yeah. I think all dogs and animals, just like genus birds, they're all going to be in heaven. The Bible says so. There's that. Let's see. I like seeing genus birds. To be honest with you, I love birds. I've always had a fascination with birds, especially birds that can talk. Or, birds are a lot smarter than what we think. Just think about the American eagle, for instance. We have a couple folks in the community that have a lot of birds. Gina, we have Bingo's mom, we have, oh, good Lord, there's so many other people. Yeah, I love birds. Birds are awesome. East West Jeff. We had Northwest Jeff, now we have East West Jeff. Talking birds. What has the world gone to? What will we ever do?
Birds are pretty
Anthony,
cool, but I had a parakeet growing up, and then we had that thing for 12 years, and then it passed away, and then we got another one, and that thing passed away, and I'm like, okay, no more birds. I'm just like, gonna be
dude,
too.
when we were roommates, we had a Burmese python snake, and then we had another snake, and I forgot what it was called.
A
But
green Burmese python.
I'm sorry.
A green Burmese python.
Right. And what was the other snake? I'm not. I almost said his name. I'm not gonna say on YouTube, but
It was a regular
other.
Burmese and a green Burmese.
Oh, okay. Right. And it was like every Saturday was feeding time, like a white mouse or some shit, or every 2 weeks.
Every week. And we'd have a feeding show. People would come over and watch.
Right. We have a crowd. Oh shit.
These things were about 4 feet, and I gave them to my brothers because I moved somewhere where I couldn't have them.
Right.
And then we had Malibu the ferret, the white ferret. Remember that one?
Oh, dude, Malibu.
Yep.
Dude, Malibu came here with you know who. Um, yeah, that dude. I'm sorry, man. I wasn't into the ferret shit. They are little rascals, man. I'm just being kind. We never dropped the link. We're not gonna just let anybody up, folks. Just FYI. Um, I'll drop the link one time. I think this is it. But yeah, no, I do have control over Daryl's StreamYard, and he knows that. And we talk about things beforehand on each other's panels, how he's going to control things on my panel and vice versa. So we do talk about those things. But there's a link. But unless you're coming up to have a good time, and talk fun, no arguing, all that bullshit. So there it is. Mods, copy that, get it ready if you have to paste it again in the future. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that ferret.
ferret.
Malibu was awesome.
What's that?
Malibu was awesome.
Well, the thing that pissed me off, so when our former roommate, right, he moved down here, right? Um, so he got a pit bull, uh, just
Uh-oh.
winged, 6 weeks old, whatever it was, 2 months old, I can't remember. Anywho,
I think I see where the story's going now. You can let it be.
yeah, you already know the story. But
Why don't
I'll give a very uh, condensed version, if you will. So he named, of course, the pit bull the same name as our ferret we had in up there, right? And of course, I come home with my whole gear on, my gun belt and my badge and blah blah blah. And dogs are very intimidated by people with uniform, whether you're a UPS driver, even security guards, let alone law enforcement, but firefighters, just people with the uniform. And this dog was not very old. About this time, we're talking probably a few months old, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, or something like that. Anyways, I come home, I deal with the usual bullshit, and so I'm just sitting there on the couch. I'm still in my uniform. I didn't even get out of the uniform yet. Um, and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm just tossing the ball, right? I toss the ball, and then I got attacked by this little puppy pit bull, and they just don't let go. It's called lockjaw, I believe, but yeah, we had to get rid of it. And I found out, like, okay, what happened? Well, when I was gone, you and our ex mutual friend, if you know what I mean, uh, was pretty much not being very nice to the dog when I wasn't around and hiding it behind my back. You know, punching it and trying to rough it up and get it tough and feeding it raw meat and all that bullshit. Which that's basically the last time I saw that dude. Yep, crazy shit. You still
Yeah.
there?
How do we? I'm just looking at this message. To got a lot of trolls coming in right now.
Yeah, I'm watching it. The mods got it. You got good mods. They know what to look for, so you're good. Not every troll's a bad troll, you know. Dang trolls. Ain't that right? Southern and Southwest Jeff. Right? Dang trolls. Damn it. No, it's okay to have trolls. It's when they become malicious and felonious. That's when it becomes a problem. Where you just got straight scumbags. And if you know, you know. I don't know. My favorite cereal. I'm sorry, Scamula. That was probably a bad time to throw that in there. How they come up with the name cereal though for killer? I mean, like I think one's with an S, one's with a C. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like cereal, it ruins the name of cereal. Lucky Charms. Remember the oh shoot, what was it? Scooby Doo brands. They had like oh good lord. Oh my gosh, what was it? A chocolatey chocolate or something or whatever. Or, oh, I can't even think right now. Good lord. Count Chocula. There was one of them. I don't think that was Scooby Doo. And then there was the Boo Berry, which I think was Scooby Doo. And then another one too. Yeah. Don't ruin my cereal. Poncho Wonka. Poncho Wonka. Es muy great. Now, get better content, PatCon, says Anthony Cruzito. Pull up anyone, StreamYard. There is a Z link. Hold on, real quick, dude. I got you, man. And then I'll let you know later. But I got you for now.
Okay, thanks.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. All right. by request of the host of the channel, or channel, sorry, host of the channel. This has been requested. So here we go. So if you're not a subscriber, you do have to sub for 10 minutes or longer. I think I put on subs only at the beginning, but I think it was like 5 minutes instead of 10, though.
Gotta help these nice moderators that are doing such a great job. Give them a little breather.
Right?
Appreciate everything you guys do for us.
Heck yeah. And yeah, on our podcast channel, we're only going to have like very few moderators. We have to have reliable people. And so if you're interested in being a managing mod or a standard mod in the podcast channel, please let us know. Get a hold of me on IG. Darrell, you have a new IG now, right?
No, not yet.
It's on your channel, right?
No.
Okay.
I only got X and
TikTok.
TikTok.
All right. Well, you can also DM through X until he gets his IG going. Actually, we have a dual IG for the podcast channel. But get a hold of me or him if you're interested. We're only taking we're taking it very, very seriously, and you can laugh about it. You can do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. But the point of it is we're only having serious moderators on there. So just saying, we'll probably have maybe 2 to 5 managing mods, and maybe 2 to 5 standard mods total through time on the entire channel. So if you are interested, please get a hold of me, and or you can get a hold of me through Instagram or Twitter. I prefer Instagram, or let me put Darrell's Twitter here, X, whatever you want to call it. And then him and I will talk about it. We'll discuss things. But there is Darrell's X, aka Twitter. So we're gonna have about 4 or 5 manji mods and 4 or 5 standard mods, and that's it. That's all. We have some ideas already. I'm not gonna say it publicly, but yeah. So if you're interested, just get a hold of us like soon, next day or two, if you could. Let us know a reason why you want to be either a managing mod or a standard mod, and what you can do to help bring help to the channel, and so on and so forth. Just in a nutshell, you don't have to be like poetic about it and freaking paragraphs and bullshit. In fact, you can leave a brief audio. I don't give a shit. I don't think Darrell does either.
A bowl of cereal for dinner. Nothing wrong with that. It's actually kind of nice to do from time to time.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Slice some bananas in it, or get some blueberries, or heck yeah.
I got milk, I got blueberries, but I ain't got no cereal.
Right?
Just got eggs and
Yeah.
blueberries and oatmeal.
Oh, Darrell, can you drop the behind the whatever? I know we're gonna change it, so that's why we're both confused all the time. But you know what I mean. Our podcast channel. Y'all go give it a sub. We will be doing something very, very soon. We were hoping to have something drop sooner, but it fell through. So yeah, but yeah, if you could go give it a sub. We're gonna do our first live soon. We're gonna do it earlier, and then life happens. Real life happens. So we have to extend it a little bit here, but I'll let Darrell drop that link to the actual podcast channel there. Go give it a sub, share it out, share it in your socials, whatever you want to call it. We'll have a special Discord once we get members. I'm working on getting it monetized before 1K because my YouTube representative. Yes, that is correct. We are working on that, seeing if we can get that worked out, get the members started, all that good stuff. That way, we'll have the Discord, and you become a second tier member. You have access to the Discord, and you can come up and be a special guest on the show on occasion. So, yes, sirree. There is a Z link. I think we're at what one. I don't know what we're at 116.
116.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely getting up there.
Well, yeah, yeah. And there's a few things on there, folks. Daryl has went live at a few concerts and put some live stuff, just regular whatevers. But yeah, we're gonna do an
Get a little
official
content on
first.
there.
What's that?
Just to get a little content on there.
Right. And then we're gonna do official, on the camera type Q&A type thing, and talk about what the channel is gonna be about. And we're gonna reveal some of the upcoming guests. And then after that, it should be nothing but podcast to the best of our knowledge. So we'll do a Q&A live. We might even have a special guest on that one, to be honest with you. We're not sure yet, but it's a possibility.
Just need to be ready to do it, and then I can make some phone calls. Well, get that
Yeah.
haircut, Jeff.
What's that?
So get that haircut, Jeff.
Yeah. It's easier said than done, dude. Like, I grew my hair for so long. I mean, I did it before, but I mean, it's a hard decision to make. I'll be honest with you.
Well, it's kind of channel that you could actually go with it, but you just need
Yeah,
to keep in mind what
I
you're gonna do.
I went ahead and went by family advice, and my daughter said, "Let I won't say which one, but one of my daughters decide what they're going to do with my hair, and whatever they decide is what's going to happen. I'm not going to say a word." And I think I got permission to go live on that one, so that'll be fun. Um, so I won't know what's going to happen with my hair, basically. And yeah, I think that'll be good. That'll be good fun. I
Do
might
a
freak out. I
do a
might get
Wayne Static.
right. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be my oldest daughter. I'm not quite sure yet. It might be my middle daughter. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, they did agree, and they want me to not know anything. So they're gonna do whatever they want, and I'll be damned if they freaking do some weird shit and then make me shave my head. But it is what it is. It'll be all in fun. In fact, I might even do a charity stream on that one and put a fundraiser on there for cancer patients who need hair. Just to be honest with you, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I kind of miss the old mullet that I used to have going.
The mullet. Oh shit.
Yep,
The
I only
mullet
had it long in
days.
the back and styled. But during a study hall, and it was class colors day, a couple girls from the study hall took their can and a half of Aquanet and used it to make my hair fan out
Right.
like a turkey peacock. And it stuck out there all the way around, straight out, all the
Oh
way around.
shit.
Unfortunately, we didn't have no hair color to throw in there for our color, but that was freaking hilarious. I got interviewed for the video yearbook, but somehow I did not make the cut. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
damn.
that's pretty into it, you know. It was funny as hell though too.
Let me mention something if I could. So Laura, first she said, oh shoot, let me get the right part here. Jeff, just let the ends trimmed and keep growing it. Okay, cool. And then Laura says, I need to get mine trimmed. Been growing it for almost 2 years. Okay, Laura, I'll be honest with you. I know Clown's your man, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, from what I understand. But yeah, um, I understand that some of the early 80s, I would say, style is trying to come back in, and us men don't really like it. I'm just being honest with you. That's the whole bringing back the bangs thing. No, grow all your hair out long. Yeah, guys love that. Normal guys love that. Hiking the pants up like you're waiting for a flood. We don't like that. No, we like the Daisy Duke shit. Not just Alora. I'm just like I saw a comment and it just kind of made me think of some things. Something I wanted to say for a long time because it, like these new styles that come out. It's like okay, some people think, oh, that's cool, man, or we like that, or the chicks think it's cool and the guys like it. No, we really don't. We really don't. No, no.
I like long hair on my women.
Yeah, me too. Just like a lot of chicks don't like long hair on men, and a lot of chicks do. That's why I ask opinions. But be comfortable in your own, you know, do you, of course. But, I'm just saying. Like Laura, like, I think her new profile picture, let me go look at it actually. I think she actually has hair now. I know they say the word bangs, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, that looks yeah, Laura, you look way better. Way better. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That no bangs or no, I don't know what you call it. They say bangs. I'm saying like your hair clipped on the top. I don't like that shit. I never did. Most men don't. Some men do, and that's fine too. I'm just saying most men don't. Just like most women probably don't like men with long hair. In the 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even the early 90s, kind of, if you didn't have long hair and you were a guy, you weren't liked at all. So like times change. It's weird. I've had bangs all my life. I'm growing them out. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, men like that shit. Most men like that shit. I'm not speaking for every man, of course. I'm just saying, yeah, we don't like the short. Yeah. Even the
Yeah,
Bible says the beauty of a woman is in her is in her long hair. Yeah.
yeah. I got mine. When I finally decided to cut it, it was at a buddy's house. I worked and then got off, and then it was prom night, which we didn't go. And my buddy had been bugging me for months to shave it off, and I'm finally like, okay, you can shave it off. Took it all off the back, and it filled up the whole sink. I was like, holy shit. Then I finally kind of cut the rest of it down.
She had like the mullet
I
thing going
part it
on.
off to the side and feather it in with a little bit of a side
Hey,
spike.
Darrell, real quick, my oldest daughter might come up on panel. So just don't read the real name, if you know what I mean. I got taken care of.
Okay.
She wants to talk about something possibly. In fact, let me mute real quick. I'm still here. I'll just let me ask her if she wants to say something real quick.
Okay. But yeah, I don't miss it. I thought about going back to doing my old hairstyle, but once it starts getting warmer out, my hair's getting that long, it's just too much for me. Gets too hot underneath my neck, and I'm just like, I can't do it no more. I leave that back in my high school days. I believe his daughters watch his channel. They had a natural curl in my hair, so I would get pretty curled in the back. I got asked if I curl my hair, and I'm like, nope, that's natural.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Oh boy. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'll tell you afterwards, after the stream, of what I
Okay.
just found out. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't say it publicly. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
I
Anyways,
forgot to ask Becky. I know she mentioned Nunion's going yet live. Do you
oh,
know time frame of when she's going?
Nanda's going live tonight. Oh shit! Hell yeah!
That's what
Let's go.
Becky said.
Let's
If
go.
Becky's still here, what time's that gonna be roughly?
Actually, let me look and see if she's got it set up. I can drop the link. I had no idea. All right, that's cool. All right, let's go. Let me see. Oh, there's nothing set up yet. Yeah, we'll just wait till till she has it set up, then we can drop the link. All right, that's cool. We have some entertainment tonight. All right, let's go.
Cool.
All right, good deal.
I had a feeling she was probably gonna go.
Yeah, and Daryl, if you don't mind me saying, we were talking, on the phone. One little thing you mentioned that you had a lot of respect for, certain streamers, um, production wise and everything else, and
Oh yeah.
you had actually mentioned how Nunny had very good production quality about a lot of things, and yeah, I agree.
Oh
Mitch
yeah. I've
Richmond or Hooks
gotten to
Wars,
watch Becky's, Nunya's. I like what they do. There's Spamula. Your stuff is pretty funny to watch. I get a kick out of that.
right,
And I try to get through, some of these others and see what everybody does on theirs, because I'm interested in watching people's content too.
right,
We kind of help support each other, and I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without you guys. So I appreciate everything you guys do coming to mine and liking and subscribing to my channels and showing up for my other lives. And when I got time, I try to drop in and see your guys's. Same with Ghost or Clown Face. I don't know why I always want to say Ghost.
you mean Clown Force?
Clown Force. I did it
Yep.
again.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of different channels, different people, and it's hard to keep up with everybody. Obviously,
Oh yeah,
um,
it gets to be a lot, but you know what? They do it for me. I try to do it for them.
yeah,
I don't always say high in everybody's chats, but at least I get in there and get my likes in for you guys and
Oh, of course.
get
Oh,
my time in there to get your algorithms up and stuff like that.
and for those who don't know, there's a lot of times that Darrell and I will come in there and we'll say, hi, and we'll make a few comments, and we hit the like, and we're there, we're watching, and we'll be texting each other or on the phone while we're watching the chat, like talking about it together. So yeah, you're getting all the views, or whatever you want to call it, and everything. And sometimes we'll see stuff like, oh shit, we better comment about this shit. Then we'll say something, then we'll kind of back out a little bit. But yeah, we do that shit all the time. Oh yeah. I think the scamming debater is making a comeback too. She was on vacation for a while, and I'm starting to see a few notifications. I don't get notifications from a lot of people anymore. It's kind of weird to be honest with you. But I started seeing a few notifications from Scamula. So I think she's starting to make her comeback from vacay and doing her thing. It's always fun to go to Scamula's. Good times. Hobby's got a good channel.
Avi, what?
Hobby. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good channel. Hey, I'll be right back, man.
Okay. So it looks like we got plenty of time until Nanya goes on. I thought maybe she was going to be on sooner than 9, but that gives us plenty of time. Yeah, wintertime, I think a lot of people have a little more extra time in. And I know, like, when I go to bed, I usually turn on YouTube. I watch some videos and stuff, and, it keeps playing throughout the night. I have to watch something to keep a noise going around so I can sleep. I've been watching some stuff where it talks about videos of people that go camping and like they're camping alone or ghost hunting alone and seeing some of the outcomes of that. Those are some pretty interesting videos. I don't know why people would go ghost hunting by themselves. I know I'm into that stuff too, but not doing that by myself. You never know what's going to be there, whether if it's a spirit or other people that are going to inflict harm. Beaches are always nice too, but a lot of our beaches here are getting pretty dirty with all the contaminations of what's going on in the water. I don't know, it's getting pretty nasty. Won't even go swimming in the lake down here in the Twin Cities. I don't understand why LARP's always got to be that way. Yeah, I guess it is. So, Clown, you got anything interesting coming up? Any light panels? Okay, you live in Florida, huh? I got a lot of friends that live down there. I've been wanting to get down there for a while. Maybe next year. I get 4 weeks of vacation. I think I'm going to use 2 solid weeks just to travel all over. One yesterday. I'll definitely have to go on your page and watch that one. What? You hide everything? Yeah, I noticed that went on there the other day and didn't see anything. That's why I asked. All right, Laura, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you over there. Now I bet Jeff is pooping. As soon as he gets back on, I'm gonna go, would you go poop? I don't know, it's kind of an inside joke down here. Or up here, I should say. All right, Clown, have fun. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you over there too. All right, what you got a song picked out you guys gonna sing? That dashboard. Oh, what's that song from Greece? I can't remember. Dashboard something lights. Better be that one there, Clown. Cool.
Hey, Daryl.
Would you go poop?
No, no. Unfortunately, we have a family situation that came up, so I have to get off here. So,
All right, no, that's good. I was gonna close down here in about 5 minutes. Give it
all
two
right.
hours.
Yeah. Um, this should probably only take about an hour at the most. Let's see
All
here.
right.
Let me see if before I get off here real quick. Let's see if there's a live setup on the next one here. It's not like an emergency type thing, but it's urgent if that makes sense. You know, it's important. So,
That's all good. You go do what you gotta do. I'm gonna shut down here in about 5 minutes. Try to get some things done before Nunya's live comes up.
yeah,
And,
that's what I was looking at. See if she had it set up yet. I didn't see it, but I didn't refresh either. So, but
well,
yeah,
there it's
brother.
about 9 o'clock.
Um,
I gotta get the garbage all gathered up and
right.
taken out for garbage day tomorrow and change a
Yeah.
load of laundry out.
Yes, sir. I'll text you privately. I think you already know what it is, but I'll text you privately. Yeah. So about a half hour, an hour, I should be good to go. So, yeah, almost 2 hours, man. Good stream. Good people here. Appreciate
Well,
it. God bless. And hasta la pasta.
see you later, Jeff. So what's this, Kim? You met a boy, cute as he can be? Or are you talking about that song I was talking about? Yep, yep. There I go. Now I'm reading the chat. I can see it. Summer loving, having a blast. Haven't heard that in so long. Well, she's probably working on it. I don't know. From what I heard in the chat, that she was coming home from work right now, or gonna be coming home from work soon. Is that you, Jeff?
Yo,
What's up?
Darrell.
Yep, I can hear you.
You have to kick me from stage, bro.
Hmm. All right. Well, anyhow, yeah, you might be. You should be able to have time to cook something up there, Kim. Beer emergency every 30 minutes. That's a lot of beer if you have an emergency every 30 minutes. But yeah, I think it's time to shut it down so we all can do what we need to do. I want to get everything taken care of before the next live and be able to kick back and relax myself. So I appreciate everybody coming by. I hope you all had fun. And we will talk to you soon. Sound good? Talk to you guys all later. Bye.